All right, good evening, everyone. This is Friday, and for tonight's break, we have Bowman 2020, 10 blaster boxes. We got a sold-out lineup for this evening. We have with the Diamondbacks, Jeremy Fox, the Atlanta Braves, Michael Boudry, Baltimore Orioles, Ron Rigdon, Boston Red Sox, Michael Torres, Chicago Cubs, Tim Melton, Michael Torres with the Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Tim O'Neill, Cleveland Indians, Jeremy Fox, Colorado Rockies, Joshua Jennings, the Detroit Tigers, Ron Rigdon, Houston Astros, Nate Downs, Kansas City Royals, Ben Dean, Los Angeles Angels, Jeremy Fox, LA Dodgers, Hunter Brimmy, Miami Marlins, Matthew Gustin, Milwaukee Brewers, Jason Norris, the Minnesota Twins, Nathan Greenhagen, New York Mets, Joe Kuiper, New York Yankees, Michael Torres, Oakland A's, Bill Denham, Philadelphia Phillies, Dave Dreyer, Pittsburgh Pirates, Jeremy Fox, San Diego Padres, Bill, San Francisco Giants, Hunter, Seattle, Mike, appreciate the return businessman, St. Louis Cardinals, David, Tampa Bay Rays, Bill, Texas, Ron, and Toronto, Dave, and Washington, Jeremy Fox got a couple, appreciate that as well. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get going for this Friday night. Hope everyone has had a good day and is looking forward to a good weekend. I know I am. And let's get it ripped. So each box I'll cut open on screen. There's 6 packs in each box. Each pack has 12 cards. And best of luck to everyone. If there's something that I missed, you guys can just comment below. I'll back it up. Or if there is a card or something, maybe the camera's out of focus, just let me know. Other than that, best of luck. So again, 6 packs. All right, here we go. All right, so pack number 1. There we go. Pack number 2. Pack number 3. All right. Again, I'll do this each blaster. Some people do them a little differently where they'll rip them all open. They'll do this. We'll do it one at a time. That way, if I need a drink or something, I'll snag one to the side real quick. So just do it that way. It tends to work better. All right. Best of luck. Here we go. Hunter Dozier with the Royals. Move these packs. Trevor Story with the Rockies. There is Javier Baez with the Cubs. Number 89, Minnesota Twins, Trevor Larnach. He is a top 100 scout. They have several inserts. That's one of them. Jonathan India on the Cincinnati Reds. Miguel Amaya on the Cubs. Dylan Carlson on the St. Louis Cardinals. Gunnar Henderson on the Orioles. Brennan Davis on the Cubs. Kyle Lewis on the Mariners. Matthew Boyd on the Detroit Tigers. Jose Barrios on the Twins. Travis Demerite on the Tigers. John Means on the Baltimore Orioles. Dan Vogelback on the Seattle Mariners. Bryce Harper on the Philadelphia Phillies. Bryce Terang on the Milwaukee Brewers. Isaac Paredes on the Detroit Tigers. Taylor Trammell on the San Diego Padres. Jordan Balazovic on the Minnesota Twins. Josh Jung on the Texas Rangers. Eddie Rosario on the Minnesota Twins. Kevin Newman on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bo Bichette, cover boy, Toronto Blue Jays. Nick Solak on the Rangers. Mauricio Dubon on the San Francisco Giants. Michael Baez on the San Diego Padres. And we got one of these last night for Clayton Kershaw. These are pretty sweet cards. I think they're called the Crackle. I always think of that Lego movie, The Craggle, when I see that. But, all right, this one is 35 out of 150, so you should be able to see that. This is a solid card. First blaster, too, so let's keep it going with that. I'll sleeve this one right now real quick, but generally speaking, if they're not numbered, I'll just kind of cycle through for time's sake, but that is pretty sweet. Take a look at that one. All right, let's keep this going. Reese Hines on the Reds. Fruedes Nova on the Astros. Brian Campusano on the Mets. Leody Taveras on the Texas Rangers. There's our first Dominguez of the evening, Jason Dominguez. That is a chrome base for the Yankees, so we'll go there. This example one that will definitely top load, penny, sleeve, all that, make sure it gets there. But for sake of time, I'm just going to move it over to the side. And I will do a quick recap. It'll be good to go. Bobby Bradley, Indians. Nico Horner on the Cubs. Miguel Cabrera on the Detroit Tigers. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the Toronto Blue Jays. Jack Flaherty on the Cardinals. Alex Young on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dylan Cease on the Chicago White Sox. There's another solid rookie, Robert Pawson on the Oakland A's. So we'll take care of that real quick. Looks pretty good. Nothing special as paper-based, but those are still good first edition. Grayson Rodriguez, Baltimore Orioles. Mason Denneberg on the Washington Nationals. Alvaro Ciejas on the Cardinals. Elio Ramos on the Giants. Adbert Alzolay on the Cubs. Isan Diaz on the Marlins. A.J. Puck on the Oakland A's. Lucas Giolito on the Chicago White Sox. Jose Arena on the Miami Marlins. Francisco Mejia on the San Diego Padres. There's Jackson Kowar on the Kansas City Royals, top 100, number 81 for that insert. Again, that's through Bowman. Not like Baseball Prospectus, but yeah. Riley Green, Detroit Tigers. Gerard Encarnacion on the Miami Marlins. Travis Swaggerty, big swags in the house, Pittsburgh Pirates. Get your swag on. Sixto Sanchez on the Marlins. Aramis Ademan on the Chicago Cubs. Paul DeJong on the St. Louis Cardinals. Kevin Biggio on the Toronto Blue Jays. Juan Soto, admiring a shot right there on the Washington Nationals, World Series champ. Gavin Lux, there's another cover board for you on the L.A. Dodgers. Gavin Lux, Jordan Yamamoto on the Marlins, and Shohei Ohtani on the California Angels, or excuse me, LA Angels. They've had so many names the last little bit. It's goes pretty well there. We got a couple cards left on this first one. Ulrich Boharski, spanning the globe. That is for the Detroit Tigers. Alex Kirilloff, Minnesota Twins. Miguel Vargas on the Dodgers. Alec Bohm on the Phillies. Casey Mize on the Tigers. Bobby Dalbec on the Boston Red Sox. Nolan Arenado on the Colorado Rockies. Lorenzo Cain on the Milwaukee Brewers. And Pete Alonso in the house with the New York Mets. All right, blaster number 2. Let's get it. Best of luck with everyone. Again, that Crackle card is going to the Cardinals. I didn't really kind of go through that, but Nolan Gorman. Then we have the Dominguez and a Pawson real quick. Amongst the other cards that we have there. So, all right. So this is blaster number 2. Again, we get 6 packs. You guys see the 6. This is empty. All right. Best of luck to everyone. All right, last pack for this blaster. Best of luck. Hopefully get some ink, some more Craggle, numbered, anything, some nice color. Some out of 50s, 25s, some low numbers. That would be some reds. That would be awesome. So, all right, best of luck. Here we go. Blaster number 2. Matt Chapman, Oakland A's. Yusei Kikuchi on the Seattle Mariners. Luis Castillo on the Cincinnati Reds. Hanser Alberto on the Baltimore Orioles. Christian Page on the Atlanta Braves. Another Dominguez, so there's another paper base. Jason Dominguez, centering looks pretty well. A sharp card right there. Now, Bill, this is the second blaster box. that we opened up. So no worries. I'll post these right to YouTube. I try to start it right at 10, do a quick roll call, and then just hit it, whether it's 10, 9, or whatever the time. So no worries, man. This is the second blaster box. Logan Gilbert, Mariners. Matt Manning on the Detroit Tigers. Bryce Terang on the Milwaukee Brewers. Logan Allen on the Cleveland Indians. Justin Dunn on the Seattle Mariners. Dylan Cease on the Chicago White Sox. Mike Trout on the California or LA Angels. Francisco Lindor on the Cleveland Indians. Max Muncy, just got a hold of one right there, on the LA Dodgers. Here's a talent pipeline card for the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez, Aaron Knapp, and Jared Kelenic. There you go, Mariners. Solid insert card there. Joe Ryan on the Tampa Bay Rays. Adam Hall on the Orioles. Okay, Brian Hayes on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Clark Schmidt on the New York Yankees. Grayson Rodriguez on the Baltimore Orioles. Jose Altuve on the Houston Astros. And there's a solid card right there. Luis Robert on the Chicago White Sox. So we'll go ahead and put that real quick. Austin Nola on the Seattle Mariners. Zach Gallen on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Andres Munoz on the San Diego Padres. Sheldon Neuse on the Oakland A's, followed by another Oakland A, Sean Murphy, Rookie of the Year favorite. We'll see about that. Not too sure. Brady McConnell on the Kansas City Royals. Sixto Sanchez coming up again on the Miami Marlins. Nick Allen, Oakland A's. Owen Miller on the San Diego Padres. Tanner Houck on the Boston Red Sox. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the San Diego Padres. Blake Snell on the Rays. Max Scherzer on the Washington Nationals. Javier Baez on the Cubs. Brian Reynolds. Beautiful mustache, Brian Reynolds. Work it. Pittsburgh Pirates. And Willie Calhoun on the Rangers. Bill, no, there are some solid hits that came through. Just at 1 out of 150. No ink or anything like that. But, yeah, that was for the Cardinals. So, Corbin Carroll, that is number 90 on their top 100 scouts. And, again, they have several inserts. We haven't seen a 30-year throwback yet, I believe. So, Casey Mize, Detroit Tigers. Taylor Freeman on the Cleveland Indians. Tim Cates on the Washington Nationals. Gunnar Henderson on the Orioles. Jordan Adams on the the Angels, California, LA of Anaheim. If a guy always just want to say, I actually want to say Anaheim one, but Shane Bieber, Indians. Cody Bellinger on the Dodgers. Jeff McNeil on the Mets. Bryce Harper on the Phillies. Hunter Dozier on the Royals. Trevor Story on the Rockies. Eric Pardinho on the Toronto Blue Jays. Canaan Smith on the New York Yankees. Jasiel De La Cruz on the Atlanta Braves. Deivi Garcia, New York Yankees. Jordan Balazovic on the Twins. Josh Jung on the Texas Rangers. Zach Collins on the Chicago White Sox. Adrian Morejon on the San Diego Padres. Seth Brown on the Oakland A's. Michael Baez on the San Diego Padres. Travis Demerite on the Detroit Tigers. Yeah, it's all good, Bill. No worries. John Means on the Baltimore Orioles. Dan Vogelback on the Seattle Mariners. Drew Waters on the Atlanta Braves. Grant Little on the San Diego Padres. Austin Beck on the Oakland A's. Leody Taveras on the Texas Rangers. Another Jason Dominguez. This is a chrome base still. These are pretty solid. Just check eBay, and you guys will know why they moved there. So here he is again. So that's the third Dominguez of the night. Second chrome. We'll get that taken care of right quick. Ketel Marte on the D-backs. Sean Murphy on the Oakland A's. And Brusdar Graterol on the Minnesota Twins. All right, blaster number 2 in the books. Moving on to number 3. All right, best of luck to everyone. Again, this is blaster number 3. Say it each time, but make sure everyone's on the same page. 6 packs in a blaster, 12 cards in a pack in each blaster. All right, best of luck. Here we go. All right. Pack number 5 and 6. And again, this is blaster number 3. And then we will be good to go here. All right. Okay, Aristides Aquino on the Cincinnati Reds. That'll be our first card. That's a solid rookie. Randy Arozarena on the St. Louis Cardinals. Yordan Alvarez, another solid rookie. Houston Astros. San Diego Padres talent pipeline with Taylor Trammell, Michael Geddes, and C.J. Abram. Again, that's for the Padres. Ethan Hankins on the Cleveland Indians. Nick Madrigal on the Chicago White Sox. There's a solid card. Wander Franco on the Tampa Bay Rays. He's obviously a stud. I believe the number 1 prospect. Anthony Volpe, Bowman first chrome. I think he's going to be a stud as well. You got to fill out. Obviously, he looks thin as ever. Super young in that photo. Deivi Garcia, New York Yankees. Logan Allen on the Cleveland Indians. Justin Dunn on the Seattle Mariners. Dylan Cease on the Chicago White Sox. Nomar Mazara on the Chicago White Sox. Xander Bogaerts on the Boston Red Sox. Ronald Acuna Jr., a straight pimp. He is the man. Atlanta Braves. Love Acuna. Royce Lewis, that's the Bowman 30-year throwback, back to 1990. Pretty classic card, just very simple. Normal border. Obviously, they chrome it up. So, pretty sweet card. Not numbered, but those are pretty cool inserts. Zach Brown, Milwaukee Brewers. Daz Cameron on the Detroit Tigers. Luis Gil on the New York Yankees. Xavier Edwards, on the San Diego Padres. K-Rob, Christian Robinson on the Arizona Diamondbacks. He'll be a solid player as well. Jose Altuve on the Houston Astros. Another Luis Robert. So we've got 2 Roberts so far. Go ahead and take care of him. Austin Nola on the Seattle Mariners. Starling Castro, Washington Nationals. World Series champ Nationals. Gleyber Torres on the Yankees. Buster Posey on the San Francisco Giants. There is number 72 for the Mariners. Not number 72, but the Bowman top 100. They rank him 72. Justice Sheffield, solid pitcher. A lot of potential. Tanner Houck, Boston Red Sox. Antonio Cabello on the New York Yankees. O'Neal Cruz on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sherton Apostel on the Texas Rangers. Grant Levine on the Colorado Rockies. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the San Diego Padres. Blake Snell on the Tampa Bay Rays. Max Scherzer on the Washington Nationals. Big Red. Dustin May on the LA Dodgers. Trent Grisham, San Diego Padres. Eduardo Escobar on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Joey Votto on the Cincinnati Reds. All right, so that blaster's about half over. Sam Huff on the Texas Rangers. Adley Rutschman on the Baltimore Orioles. Owen Miller, San Diego Padres. O'Neal Cruz on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And there's at a 299, I think the Spackle. Again, they have all these friggin' names, but bottom line, it's a sweet card. At a 299, 132 at a 299. This is a pretty sweet card here. Glenn Allen Hill Jr., this is going to the Diamondbacks. So let me get that frame for you. Yeah, right. Bill Dunham coming in with some punt action. You may, my friend, you may. I believe you got several teams. Shane Bieber time, Cleveland Indians. Cody Bellinger on the LA Dodgers. Jeff McNeil on the New York Mets. Jesus Luzardo on the Oakland A's. Anthony Kay on the Toronto Blue Jays. Abraham El Toro Loco on the Houston Astros. Aaron Civale on the Cleveland Indians. Will Wilson on the LA Angels. That is Jacob Amaya on the Dodgers. Julio Rodriguez on the Mariners. Andrew Vaughn, Chicago White Sox. C.J. Abrams on the San Diego Padres. Zach Collins on the Chicago White Sox. Adrian Morahan on the San Diego Padres. Seth Brown on the Oakland A's. There's Seth Brown. Hanser Alberto on the Baltimore Orioles. Mike Soroka on the Atlanta Braves. Robel Garcia on the Chicago Cubs. Bo Bichette, a real Rookie of the Year favorite, Toronto Blue Jays. That's a solid card. We'll take care of that one as well. Everson Pereira on the New York Yankees. Shea Langoliers on the Atlanta Braves. Ronaldo Hernandez on the Tampa Bay Rays. Brian Mata on the Boston Red Sox. Jeremy Pena on the Houston Astros. Ketel Marte on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Sean Murphy on the Oakland A's. And Brusdar Graterol on the Minnesota Twins. All right, blaster number 3 in the books. Again, good luck to everybody. Yeah, right? But yeah, no fire tonight for the A's. We'll see. It'll come. Get some number for you. We're getting spackle, crackle, all sorts of the inserts. Let's get some ink for everyone. All right. Again, 6 packs per box. We have 6 unopened blasters, with this one here being opened right now. All right, pack 5 and 6. And again, best of luck. Let's see what we have tonight. Alrighty. Michael Baez on the Padres. Travis Demerite on the Tigers. John Means on the Orioles. We've got an auto. It's on the Braves. I'm pretty sure you saw the name. Oh, we got this a couple breaks ago as well. I've already seen this guy. Solid. Bowman first auto. Centering looks pretty well done. I'd give it an A+. So I'm not BGS or PSA by any means, but that autograph looks sick. So that's going to Atlanta. Sweet card there. And let's see here. Let me go ahead and take that. That is solid there. That's a great card. Royce Lewis on the Minnesota Twins. Jesus Sanchez on the Marlins. Estevan Florial on the Yankees. Spencer Howard on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alex Manoah on the Toronto Blue Jays. Bo Bichette on the Toronto Blue Jays. Cover boy in the house. Kyle Lewis on the Mariners. Matthew Boyd on the Detroit Tigers. Dan Vogelback on the Mariners. Bryce Harper on the Philadelphia Phillies. Hunter Dozier on the Kansas City Royals. Yeah, Bill, sometimes it's locked up. Sometimes people just do the YouTube upload. Some people watch it down the road. It's just a mixed bag, man. Kyle Wright, Atlanta Braves, number 55 on the top 100. That's going to Atlanta. Chicago Cubs, Braylon Marquez. Grant Levine on the Rockies. Josh Jung on the Texas Rangers. Christian Page on the Atlanta Braves. Luis Garcia on the Philadelphia Phillies. Josh Berrios on the Minnesota Twins. Rhys Hoskins on the Phillies. Aaron Judge on the New York Yankees. Trevor Story on the Colorado Rockies. Javier Baez on the Chicago Cubs. Brian Reynolds on the Pittsburgh Pirates. There's Drew Waters. Does not appear to be numbered on the Atlanta Brave. That's the 1990 30-year throwback. That is a pretty sweet card. Drew Waters, we'll go ahead and take care of that. A Luis Robert. It's a solid card as well. Nico Hulsizer on the Tampa Bay Rays. Evan White on the Mariners. Cole Winn on the Texas Rangers. Joey Cantillo on the San Diego Padres. Mookie Betts, King of Los Angeles right there. Sorry, LeBron. Mookie's the man. Hopefully he'll actually play some games for LA, but we'll see. George Springer, Houston Astros. Junior Fernandez on the St. Louis Cardinals. Willie Calhoun on the Rangers. Zach Gallen on the D-backs, Diamondbacks, Arizona. Andres Munoz on the San Diego Padres. And Sheldon coming up again on the Oakland Athletics. Blaster number 4 is about halfway done. Let's see what the second half holds. Tariq Skubal on the Detroit Tigers. Ryan Mountcastle on the Baltimore Orioles. There's a stud, Marco Luciano on the San Francisco Padres. Adley Rutschman on the Baltimore Orioles. Braylon Marquez on the Chicago Cubs. Tony Gonsolin on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yu Chang on the Cleveland Indians. Tim Anderson on the Chicago White Sox. Mike Trout on the California, LA of Anaheim. You know him. It's the Angels. Mike Trout. That's a stud right there. Francisco Lindor as well. He's a player. Cleveland Indians. Max Muncy. Seen him a couple times. LA Dodgers. Victor Mesa. Miami Marlins. First time I've seen that card. That's a solid card. Victor on Spanning the Globe. And Victor is coming out of Cuba. That is a solid card. So Victor Mesa. Dane Dunning, Chicago White Sox. Brady Singer on the Kansas City Royals. Oh, Poche, yeah. I've said it like 15 different ways. I've been calling him by his first name and move on. Appreciate it, man. Bryson Stott, it's all good. Josiah Gray, LA Dodgers. Ruben Cardenas on the Rays. Whit Merrifield on the Kansas City Royals. Christian Yelich on the Brewers. Ramon Laureano on the Oakland A's. Matt Chapman on the Oakland A's. Yusei Kikuchi on the Seattle Mariners. Luis Castillo on the Cincinnati Reds. Number 66, Jonathan India. This is the top 100 Bowman insert pile there. Ronnie Mauricio on the New York Mets. And actually, is that a second card? Nope. Sherten Pastel on the Rangers. Wilfred Astudillo on the Mets. Hunter Bishop on San Francisco Giants. Hans Kraus on the Rangers. Mike Yastrzemski on the Giants. Willie Adams on the Rangers, on the Tampa Bay Rays. And Chris Bryant on the Chicago Cubs. All right, here we go. Blaster number 5. Again, best of luck to everyone. 6 packs in a blaster. Here we go. All right, pack number 3. All right, pack number 4. So we got 2 more packs on this blaster, and then we'll be basically halfway through this one. Hopefully we can get some more ink. Braves have had a couple solid cards so far. All right. Travis Demerite on the Tigers. John Means on the Orioles. Seattle, Dan Vogelback on the Mariners. Top 100, Ronaldo Hernandez on the Rays. Top 100, number 100 out of their top 100 scout group. Keone Cavaco on the Twins. Jordan Balazovic on the Twins. Luis Garcia on the Phillies. Logan Davidson on the A's. Grant Levine on the Colorado Rockies. There's Bo Bichette again on the Toronto Blue Jays. Kyle Lewis, rookie card, paper base, Seattle Mariners. Matthew Boyd, Detroit Tigers. Looks like we got a sneak peek at Aristides. Bryce Harper, Phillies. Hunter Dozier on the Kansas City Royals. Trevor Story on the Colorado Rockies. There's Aristides Aquino, solid rookie, not numbered, still a sweet card. That's the Bowman 30-year throwback to 1990. Brennan Davis on the Cubs. Ryan Rollison on the Rockies. Jorge Mateo on the Oakland A's. Ke'Bryan Hayes on the Pirates. Nick Madrigal on the Chicago White Sox. Jose Barrios on the Twins. Rhys Hoskins on the Phillies. Aaron Judge on the New York Yankees. Javier Baez on the Cubs. Brian Reynolds on the Pirates. Willie Calhoun on the Rangers. Zach Gallen on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Josiah Gray on the Dodgers. Royce Lewis on the Twins. Cole Winn on the Texas Rangers. Tristan Lutz on the Milwaukee Brewers. Ronnie Mauricio on the New York Mets. Mookie Betts on the Boston Red Sox in that photo. George Springer, Houston Astros. Junior Fernandez on the Cardinals. Padres, Andres Munoz. Sheldon Luis on the Oakland A's. Did I get that one, Bill? There's a couple on here I've tried, and I'm just like, oh, shit. Mike Trout on the L.A. Angels. All right, let's get the second half of this, and we'll be good to go. All right, spanning the globe from the U.S., Casey Mize. They didn't have to go far for him. Jesus Sanchez, Miami Marlins. Braylon Marquez on the Chicago Cubs. Alex Manoah on the Blue Jays. Nolan Gorman on the St. Louis Cardinals. Drew Mendoza on the Washington Nationals. Tony Gonsolin, LA Dodgers. Yu Chang on the Cleveland Indians. Tim Anderson on the Chicago White Sox. Cleveland Indians. Francisco Lindor. Max Muncy on the LA Dodgers. Oakland A's on the Matt Chapman on the Oakland A's. Great third baseman, perennial diamond glove or whatever they call it now. He's it. LA Dodgers, Ruiz, Keibert Ruiz, number 65 on their top 100 scouts. Grant Levine, Colorado Rockies. There's another Luis Robert. That's, I think, number 4 for that. So that's a solid card. Nolan Gorman.